What's up, Pisces? What's up, all of the Pisces out there? Sun, Moon, and Rising, Venus, Pisces, or any place in your birth chart where you have heavy Pisces energy. This is for all of my Pisces. Yay, I happen to be a Pisces moon. So, I try to, learn more and understand more about Pisces and follow what's going on with Pisces anytime that I can. Anytime I can get past my Cancer, Rising, and Sun. So for the Pisces out there, happy birthday, you guys. We are making our way well into Pisces season, the last sign of the zodiac that embodies all the other signs, and the end really of our astrological year. Pisces does round up and in the end of our astrological year, and then Aries starts the beginning of our astrological year with spring, as we leave the winter and go into the spring. So I just want to say happy birthday to all of the Pisces again out there. This is going to be your reading for March and for your birthday month. So you could just take this wherever you ended off in February and use that for March as well. And I'm going to start off with the astrology. I'm not going to go too crazy deep into it because I want to keep the videos relatively shorter. And I'll be coming back on camera pretty soon, guys, as well as coming back with some new and exciting things that I think you guys will enjoy a lot. I said and I thought about it. I guess these are the things that the Virgo full moon makes us contemplate. I have been doing tarot on YouTube, I want to say for about 2, maybe about 3 years now. I can't believe it. I'm really sporadic. I'm not one of the consistent tarot readers because, I'm cardinal energy on my rising and my sun. So strong start on a lot of things, don't always finish a lot of things, and I'm always multitasking. I have other things going on, so I haven't really been able to dedicate the time and energy to this channel like I want to. I go through spurts, but I'm gonna make a true dedication to come back and remain, be here to stay. So, not that I was never here to stay, because I was, but I want to keep my content consistent for you guys because I see a lot of new tarot readers in the community, which is great, which is awesome. I see a lot of people liking to get on camera. I see all the beautiful tarot readers. So I am going to hop back on because you guys seem to like that. But anyway, let's talk about the astrology a little bit I need some light in here. For Pisces for March and for what's going on right now. And I'm actually recording this on February the 26th, Monday, February the 26th. Shout out to my Pisces, to my baby, to my very special Pisces. Anyway, Pisces, currently you have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Neptune in your first house. So there's definitely a stellium going on in Pisces right now. So Pisces, you all may be feeling this in several different ways. You guys may be having a lot of quick communication, fast communication. You may notice that you're very busy. You're communicating with a lot of different people, making some new acquaintances. You could notice that people are very attracted to you right now, or you are attractive right now. I can attest to that because my Pisces is looking very attractive. Very. So you could have your focus, and I'm just shuffling cards in the background for when I do your reading. But you could have a lot of people attracted to you right now. You could be pursuing things as far as creativity and wanting to change something about your look, or feeling like you just want to look good, or you might be into clothes or shopping or just kind of wanting to look good right now. Even if you aren't buying material things, you may be just keeping your grooming, keeping your your grooming and everything up just to make sure you look good regardless of what you have on. You may be burning through some of your dreams and visions. Pisces is known as a very dreamy sign, and with Neptune in your first house, so this is going to be more accurate for people to have a Pisces rising, Pisces first house, sun in the first house, that kind of thing, because these are general. I don't know everybody's birth time, so when people do this, it always starts basically assuming that Pisces is that the sign they're reading for, or that they're doing the astrology for, is going, without having someone's birth time, is going to be what's on their first house or is their rising sign. So So Pisces, with Neptune in the first house, that's a very, very comfortable energy with Neptune being your ruler. So I think Pisces might actually be working through some of this dreamy energy and getting more grounded, because you have Mercury, which allows you to think, which allows you to process information, which allows you to take the mental action to do things. You have the Sun there, which is giving you the physical vitality. And you have Venus there for you to really do what you love, to bring the people and the connections, and for you to really think about the things you care about that make you happy and make you comfortable and do them. So I think Pisces, it's just a big focus on Pisces taking some huge leaps ahead spiritually in their careers, with their self-esteem, their self-image, and all of that stuff. Aries is your second house, and Uranus is in Aries right now. So you may be going through some transformations or some changes with your money, trying to really have some radical transformations with the money, or maybe just going through something that's teaching you some lessons, or just teaching you that you have to deal with your money in a different way. And also getting back to those conjunctions, Mercury, Venus, Neptune, and the Sun, they are conjuncted at this point in time in that first house. So you may be wanting to get to the bottom of love matters as well. I wanted to say that, being more expressive about your feelings, getting into, deeper love matters and things like that, trying to cut through some of that fog. But back to Uranus and Aries in your second house, Pisces, you're just going to really want to focus on your money and really go with better ways of doing things and out of the box ways to transform your possessions, your money, what you value, and your self-worth. And like I was telling you before, Pisces, I think this Virgo full moon, I think Uranus being in the second and you having all of these planets in your first right now is really going to bring a transformation to Pisces. Pisces wants a transformation just to themselves, period, whether that's inner, outer, and I think that's going to happen for you. Today the moon is in Cancer, but the moon's movements are so fleeting. I'm not going to really touch on the moon in Cancer. It's going to go into Leo the next day or two, and then around the end of the week, the 1st and the 2nd, so around Thursday, Friday sometime, we're going to have the Virgo full moon. So we can talk more about that, because that's going to have more of an impact, I believe, for you, Pisces, than really talking about the fleeting moments of the Cancer moon today. So before we get to that Virgo full moon in your 7th house, let's talk about the North Node of Leo in your 6th. So Pisces are really coming to some realization of what they want to do in their careers, their work, their service to others. You guys are really coming into your destiny and coming into what you're meant to do, that service that you're meant to provide to others, and how you're meant to live out your destiny here with your North Node placed in Leo. So it's taking that confidence, that social skills, and all of that, and putting that to your work, your health habits, just everything of a humanitarian, of a service-oriented nature, with your 6th house and the North Node being in Leo right now. Then we're gonna get to the full moon. That's gonna be coming at the end of the week, like I stated, and that's gonna be in Virgo in your 7th house, and that's gonna be opposing all of these planets that are in Pisces. So Mercury, Venus, Neptune, and the Sun. So I think that is really going to shine a light of self-identity, purpose, your purpose in your work, in your health, through your relationships with other people, through how you relate to other people, through you showing love to other people, through your communication for other people, through your service through other people. And then all of that is going to reflect back on you, Pisces, and how you see yourself and the self-worth that you get from that. And I would say use all of this energy to make all of the strides you can while you have Mercury, Venus, and Neptune in your 1st house, and when we come into that Virgo full moon. So you may be getting some clear pictures about love, or some things may be coming to fruition. When they say when the moon is full, it's illuminated. Things that are hidden there's a light shown on those things. Things come to fruition, things come to culmination. So just some of the changes that you've wanted to make, Pisces, and things like that, and things that you need to know to really move on with your destiny. The communication and everything is going to be in your 1st house to really support that opposing Virgo full moon in your 7th house. And even though that's an opposition, it's it's mirroring, and I think it's just a good setup for Pisces right now with the planets that you have in the first house. So I think that Virgo full moon is definitely going to be a good thing for the Pisces out there, and it's just going to confirm even more what you've already been feeling. You're a very intuitive sign, so what you've already been feeling and what you've already been going through. And with Venus in that first house, you could also have some relationship discoveries and expressions. It don't have a lot to do with how you relate to others, because that seventh house is naturally, we have Virgo there, so it's definitely going to be about health and service and the work that we do to others, and even being analytical and meticulous about that, and really mapping out your plan, as well as how you take care of yourself, your self identity, the ways you're too hard on yourself, and the ways that you need to be harder and more disciplined on yourself, for yourself. That all of that's going to be going on with that full moon coming in Virgo. And like I said, it's going to tie into your money, because you have Uranus in your second house, and that's going to be some money matter transformations and changes. Then you have Jupiter in your ninth house. Again, all of this is culminating for Pisces to really tie into destiny, your purpose in the world, your self-expression, your self-value, your self-worth, your relationships with others, your communication, the societies, the clubs, the groups that you're a part of. All of that's going to be really important, and your mind may really be on foreign matters. I know that's personally true for Pisces that I know. Your mind may really be on foreign matters, higher ways of doing things, elevation, really striking out and going into territories uncharted, into territories unknown, whether this be in a general sense or just for yourself, really blazing a trail and going outside of your comfort zone on a very, very deep level that's meaningful. So it's going to be something that's meaningful to you, not just for play or anything like that. Something that's meaningful, because if you have that Pisces rising, just generally for the Pisces that we're talking to, your ninth house is going to be Scorpio. And with Jupiter there, it's just going to really expand that consciousness and being in tune with others, but at a distance, at a long distance. The ninth house is the house of long distance travel, higher learning. It's naturally ruled by Sagittarius. So also going that distance, taking that travel. So some travel, you may notice that travel is increasing in life right now. So really doing those things and being, being more open-minded and having just higher education, higher thoughts, and more knowledge and wisdom in what that is that you want to pursue that really matters to you on a deeper level. Then you have Sagittarius is on your 10th house cusp, and Mars is in Sagittarius right now. So the 10th house is the midhaven. It's like the public image. And I think it is a really good thing to have Mars there, because whatever these things are culminating towards, whatever this picture that of your destiny that is coming together, Mars is just going to give you the drive to get it done. It is going to give you the drive to succeed. It's going to give you the drive to go out there and show yourself to other people and really stand on that platform. If it's being the center of attention, or it's really speaking your mind, or really voicing your opinion, or taking a stand, or really showcasing what your skills and talents are, Mars is definitely going to be driving you to do that this month, with Mars in your 10th house and Mars in Sagittarius. So very extroverted and showing what it is that you believe in to the public, and Mars is just going to really help you drive that. Then last but not least, with Capricorn on your 11th house, groups, social circles, friendships, there's Saturn and there's Pluto there. And then there's Capricorn. So Saturn is in Capricorn, it's in the sign that it's ruling. So I think that, and then this 11th house opposes your 5th house. And although there's nothing there, nothing really going to be there, as we get into March, I think this is really going to solidify the times that are coming, Pisces. It might not be all fun. You're going to have to do some work, and it's really going to be where you're going to find that you need to do your work in to get you to where you want to be. So either propel you in your career, propel you in your social standing, just propel you in your personal goals that you have, is really solidifying relationships with social groups, social circles you may be joining with that Saturn there providing structure. but you're going to be doing it in a different way because you have Pluto there as well. And let me see, Pluto and Saturn, they're not in a conjunction. Pluto's at about 20 degrees Capricorn. Saturn's at 7 degrees Capricorn. So it's not a conjunction. As Saturn moves, they may get a little tighter together, but right now it's not a conjunction, but that energy is still going to have a play on that 11th house. So I think you're going to find dynamic new social circles. You're going to be joining social circles that you've never been a part of, social circles, professional circles, that kind of thing that you've never been a part of. So changes in your friendships, changes in your acquaintances, but the friendships and acquaintances that you make now, they're going to last. There's going to be some structure. They really are going to be solidified because you have Saturn there solidifying those things. And you may find that there's some changes. Your old social circles or the people that you may have identified with in the past, you may find yourself growing apart or finding a whole new social circles for your personal advancement and for your career advancement. In your personal enrichment and fulfillment, you may find that these things are really changing, but it's changing for the better to bring more stability and more groundedness and people that you can really depend on that are going to be there in relationships and friendships that are going to work for the path that you're going to be embarking on and you're going to be going into for the next years of your life, Pisces, for this next road that you're going to be walking down. So Pisces, as short as I tried to make that, and I barely did an introduction, I jumped right into the astrology. This was still a 16-minute video, and we haven't even talked about the cards. But I think if you take that and you use it this month, Pisces, and you just listen to this and take heed, that's really going to help you get through your March in the most successful fashion that you can. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into your March birthday reading. February-March birthday reading, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, looking at your reading for this month, I'm calling these love readings, and we're going to talk about love. I think this spread does have a lot to do with love, but if general things come into play, family, career, work, we'll talk about that as well, or we'll just talk. It all kind of ties in. So I'll give you the overall picture, which for Pisces in the month of March and beyond, it's more of an overall picture of moving on, making choices, taking a different path, in doing something new, a new beginning, a new start, and a new offer is what this is really about for Pisces. If you can get over your issues, your ties, and your codependencies to the past, to situations from the past, to things from the past, all of that, Pisces, that's what really needs to be worked on in the month of March. Because I see that there's a fire sign woman who you are either trying to move away from, and this person is from the past, or that is constantly kind of plaguing your thought and you want to break away from, and you have to kind of deliver some negative news, or you're trying to move on, but you can't move on, that kind of sort of situation. So this could play into your life in any sort of ways. So it doesn't have to be a fire sign woman. It could be a fire sign male. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could be another sign that has that sort of energy, or maybe this person has that on their rising, on their moon, or a Venus, or somewhere else really strong in their chart. Or like I said, it could be another sign. But the point is, it is somebody who embodies that sort of energy in your life, that of a Queen of Wands, because you have the Queen of Wands, but you also have the Strength in reverse. So fire sign, we could be talking about Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or more specifically a Leo. So I feel like you have to have some communication, maybe some negative communication, because you're trying to move away from the situation, but you can't quite move away from the situation. So Pisces, you need to make some decisions about threesome situations. So whether you're a Pisces man or woman, and I'll tell you in this spread, the numbers that you may want to pay attention to this month, 3, 6, and 7. And I'll even say 9, because there's a lot of, and there's a theme to that 3, 6, 7, 9, there's a theme to that. We could get into the numerology. I might just get into the numerology, since this is your birthday month, Pisces. But just thinking about that, it just tells me going through a lot of things, going through a lot of changes, going through some difficulties. Things aren't all smooth and harmonious and balanced and stable in your life right now, Pisces. You're going through some things. So that's basically what those numbers, just to really kind of sum it up, mean to me. But they also mean to me that you're getting to the end of this chapter of going through this, because honestly, you have darn near every number on the table, and I laid 9 cards, but I did do some clarifiers. I did about 5 or 6 clarifiers. So I'm using a Rider-Waite deck and the Witch's Tarot deck. I used the Rider-Waite for the clarifiers. The 9 cards are the Witch's Tarot. So you have almost every card, almost 1 through 10 at least, that you can have on the board. And also, with the major arcanas as well. But when you're talking about a suit of cards, so you have the Ace of Wands, you have the 2 of Wands in reverse, you have the 3 of Wands in reverse, you have 3 of Cups in reverse twice. That was clarified. So you need to make some decisions. Maybe you're making some decisions about a third party situation or group sort of situations. Like I talked about in your astrology, I feel like at this time in your life, groups, and it may be over a period of time because it's some of the more slow moving planets that are up in your 11th house. I believe it was Saturn and Pluto. And it was, I forgot what was in your 10th. But it was more the slow moving planet. So you may be noticing these changes that you're going through in your relationships, in your social circles, the people that you call friends, even more so family dynamics. So that may be changing in that way. Or you may have some love affair, sort of threesome sort of relationships that's really plaguing you. Whatever's going on, it's not the right thing, and you really want to make a new start for a new beginning, and you want to let some of these people, you want to let some of these situations go. Or if this is a family situation that's plaguing you from the past, that could be as well too. You could be going through something with 2 females in your life. Like I said, the fire energy is really strong for that situation. And it could be a water sign too, because I had the 3 of Cups and I have it twice. So you may be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, and an Aries, and a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, like yourself. So it's something from the past, but you want to turn it down. You want to turn it away. You kind of want to scrap it. You could have been dealing with a situation, dealing with somebody for about 7 years now, and you just, it's going to be negative news. Somebody isn't going to like it, or maybe people around you won't like the decisions that you have to make. People who've been in your life and maybe have been there, and some people from your past or whatever offer this is from the past or whatever that's going on that you have to make a decision about. You have to choose which way to go, because whatever you've done up to this point has culminated this situation. So your actions have culminated the situation, and you have to make some choices and decisions. And unfortunately, whether you have to deliver bad news, hurt somebody's feelings, whatever you have to do, Pisces, that's just what you have to do in order to get this new beginning and this new start. You have to make choices and decisions between the options that you have. It's just not going to go any other way, because that's just the cycle. That's just the time that you're going through. And let me tell you, to make it easier for yourself, you want to go ahead and move away from whatever this is from the past that's plaguing you, whatever negative companies, social circles, love relationships. You want to go ahead and move away from that, because if you do, then you will complete that cycle and get to a whole new start and make the right choice. With the decision that you make, no matter which one it is, or if you know what it is now, it is going to be the absolute right choice. And the perfect offer is going to come in, or you are going to have an offer for someone. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or it just could be that you're going to have an offer from this new beginning, from this new start. Is going to bring about abundance and creativity, fertility, those kind of things. Is going to bring about a new beginning and a new start full of possibilities and happiness, some joy and abundance. You know what I mean? And you can just expand on that. And you may be finding that you're, like I said, Also, Pisces, you may be dealing with, you may be trying to move past, you may be trying to get over some codependency issues with things that you're engaged in. So whatever activities, whatever habits, whatever that you do, Pisces, you may be having some sort of spiritual awakening, some sort of religious awakening, and really taking control of these codependency issues and letting some things that you know are not positive and aren't conducive to you doing anything positive in your life. So they don't add any benefit, they don't add any value, they just hold you back. You're going to be going deeper and finding some sort of spiritual basis or religious basis to really overcome these issues, these codependency issues and these habits and these negative habits and negative addictions and things like that you have. And there also may be some Pisces who are going to have some deeper commitments. They are going to, you guys may be getting engaged. You guys may be making formal commitments. So if you believe in marriage and things of that nature, you may be formally committing to each other, getting married, or exploring different relationships, maybe letting go of some of your long held beliefs and exploring some different things with someone who thinks on the same level as you, shall we say. So some people may be getting in deeper commitments, and some people may find that because of religion or because of something like that, it may be affecting your relationship in a negative way as well. And that may be what's going on in this spread. There could be something going on where someone is possibly married or engaged or in some sort of commitment, and someone is dependent on someone, and someone wants to let that go and someone wants to move on, but they can't because somebody in this relationship is either committed or dependent upon the person that they are committed to. So there's like a burden that Pisces carries with that, to the point where you can't just let it go because there's some sort of commitment, there's some sort of spiritual, religious, or some sort of ties that bind that makes this something that Pisces cannot move away from easily. But in order to get this new beginning, this new start, this new offer that is going to be abundant, it is going to be, it is going to be something that you would really, really want, an offer and a harmonious emotional time that you would want to experience and have this new start. But you got to make that decision. You got to make the right decision, the decision that you know you should make, not falling back into past patterns, because what you're trying to do is completely walk away from that and leave that behind and move into a new sphere, a new realm. So just to throw out maybe one or two other signs out there for Pisces. Like I said, you may be dealing with fire signs. You may be dealing with water signs. You may be particularly dealing with Aries, Gemini, or Aquarius as well. That could also be the case. And I think that's all I have for Pisces. Good happy birthday, Pisces. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful birthday month. I know you're going to get it in. I know you're going to have a great time. I know you're going to, get crazy a little bit like Pisces tend to do. But thank you for listening to your reading. Comment below on what you thought, what you're going through, what your situation is. And, I comment back. Peace.